Hi crafters, Raquel here with Paints and Glitter. Today I'm sharing with you a simple and quick tutorial on how you can make this spring garden theme card using dies from the newest Tonic Studios craft kit. It is called Bunny and Egg, and it comes with several dies here. In the introductory video, which I will link below, you can see how I created this little bunny here, a little chick, and this other little box with flowers on top. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but I do want to let you know that to make some of the flowers here, I did use the dies here that are supposed to represent little wings. I also went ahead and added little carrots to that. I used the tiniest little flower here. I did supplement this with other flowers from my stash, but the largest flowers there are created with this kit. And the little pots are created with the die cuts that you can also use to decorate the side of your little eggs or boxes. And here's another version of that just so you can see how different you can make those look depending on the papers. And all of the papers that I did use here, with the exception of some of the green, are also available in your kit. So if you want to recreate the card, you can absolutely do so. I hope that you do enjoy this tutorial. I'm going to create a 5x7 card using some of the papers and of course dies from this kit. First, I'm taking the bubblegum pink panel, and I did cut that down to just under 5x7 just to give it a little bit of room there on the base. I tend to cut it about a 1/16 smaller than the base, 1/16 of an inch, I'm sorry. And then I did cut my panel at 6.5 by 4.5. So these two papers both came from the kit. Those are going to go together in a horizontal layout. I did cut out using the small die and the glitter card, this small die here, coupled together. I cut the yellow glitter card, isn't that pretty? I cut that out 3 times, and I did back it up with pink. It's a ballet pink card from Tonic Studios, and I did cut that out 3 times. And I'm just getting a little bit of glue out of the way. So the pink I only cut out using the solid piece, and then the glitter using both. Then using the small flower from the kit, I went ahead and cut out several little flowers. They all are very tiny, but you can definitely use them for cards. And as you can tell, I did press them in the center. I just took a ball tool that you can use and then press it in the center, and you can get that beautiful shape. Then I took the die that cuts out the little wing, if you could see that, the same way that I cut it out for the little chick there. I cut those out in the orange card that was made available, and I also cut an apricot color. And what I did is that I took one of the little flowers that you see there and I cut it down, and I used it to kind of wrap it around the base of that because I took 3 of them and adhered those together. So I did that in different colors. So that gave me a different shape flower there, if you can see there. And I also have little carrots that I put together. Now the die for the carrot does have little openings, so you can definitely use a marker and go over those little lines, and it'll work just like a little stencil. So I cut those out of different colors, and I believe those all came in the kit except for some of the green. Then I took from one of the previous kits. It was the one with the little critters. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it had the little frog and the panda. And I took the little flower die from that set, and I cut out several little flowers that I doubled up, and I also shaped those. And let's see here, what else did I also took a little leaf die from another set, and I cut out a few of those. This almost reminded me of basil plants. So I did cut those out in different colors. And those are all just going to fill these little pots. But before I put any of that together, what I want to do is that I'm actually going to clean this slate. And I'm going to use the sparkle spray. Here you can see the result of that gorgeous spray. It really does lend such a beautiful shine to any background or any card. So I've gone ahead, as you can tell, and I adhered the background here with those two colors, and now I have my little potted or little pots is what I'm calling them, as I'm going to be using them for plants. And I did place some dimensional adhesive on the back, as you can tell, and those are the 2mm wide double-sided little foam adhesives from Craft Perfect, and that's from Tonic Studios. So I like to back it up with a little bit more glue. And this is meant to be just a quick and easy card that you can make. Of course, you're going to want to do all of your die cutting at once if you can, if you're going to make batches, or even if you're just making one. That would be my suggestion. If you need a ruler for this, you can definitely take one and put it here on the border to give yourself, you know, the same distance there. I like to just eyeball it, see what looks good. And what I want to do here is kind of plan out my little flowers as best as I can. And I think I want to do them at different heights. So I'm going to do it like so. And my thought was to go ahead and take a pen. So I'm going to try to be playful with this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just actually going to draw the stems like so. And this is going to go like this. And then this one is just going to actually be like a curly Q. And this is just meant to be playful. A bit of volume. And all I did was that I took a ball tool and I added the texture to the back of the petals. And I'll be having tutorials on how to shape flowers and how to make different styles of flowers. So if you want to watch that, I'm going to have a brand new playlist for 2024 with that type of tutorial. And you know, you could just leave it at this if you wanted to. Just 3 little flowers would be sufficient. And I think it would be super, super cute. But let's keep going. Let's keep adding a few more flowers. I think it's so pretty, just like that. Now I'm going to take advantage of the greenery that I cut out, and I'm going to kind of direct it exactly where I had put these. And I mean, it could just be kind of ballpark, of course. No rules here. And I also shaped these just very slightly. And that one was adhering to the little adhesive that's already back there. So this one's going to go over here. And this can just be a lot of fun. Follow that little line there. The idea is that you add as much or as little as you like. So I'm going to place this one here. Maybe up there. You enjoy white space on your cards because you don't have to add too many flowers. It's really up to you how many you add. I am a fan of layering. And yes, you can put it right on the edge of the little pot. No rule says you can't. Now I didn't use the little die that's meant to cut out, I think it's for the little eyes. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it was meant for with the kit. And I'm going to use it as a center for some of these flowers. Now I did use the same glitter card and I used other colors as well. So I'm going to just put little drops of adhesive in the center, and then just here and there use some of these, which of course you can also shape if you want to. Just because it's small doesn't mean you can't. But I'm going to add some of these in the center and that. First, and this has a little pearlescent finish, so I'm going to also use that for centers of flowers here. And I think this is just such a lovely and simple little card. There's also the little carrots, I almost forgot. I think I could add them here and there, just like that. Why not? Just a couple little carrots, and then another one over here. So that's a quick and easy card that you can make with this kit, and of course supplement with any other dies that you might have in your collection of dies and stamps and all that good stuff. But I hope that you have enjoyed this. The other items that I made were this little box here. Now this one I went ahead and topped off with other little flowers from Tonic Studios that I have in my stash. And what I did here was to use the panels that I had colored using the Hair and Skin Tones watercolor pencils. I also used the crystal drop on the sides there on the panels that I had cut out. And I also colored those, even though I did use the die to cut them. And that was so that way they could all match one another. And what I did to make this little box, and of course you can tell it's not an egg shape, but what I figured was that I didn't have to make an egg because I showed you how to make this shape here for the little bunny. So the bottom shape that I used for the bunny was the same size that I used for this one here. And of course, you can use it as the side profile like this, or you can lay it on a table this way. But I thought it would be cute to just top it off with a bunch of little flowers. And here I did stamp out the For You in a nice purple color to match the twine. And those are my 4 projects for this kit. I think it's absolutely fun and adorable. And here what I did, in fact, was because I'm a Christian, and so for me, what I celebrate is Resurrection Sunday, then I added that message to the inside of this little box. You open it up and it says, "He is not here, he is risen," from a paper collection that I have that I use to decorate the inside of the little boxes. I cut out the 3 what seemed to be like little crosses, and then I used the little sun from the rainbow box kit. It was another Tonic Craft Kit, and this does open, and it's just a simple hinge. And of course you can place candies inside or even on the top. So super easy, and that'll tie back together. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. Leave me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. We are a little bit over 4,000 subscribers on this channel here, so it's a small family, but of course I would love you to be a part of it as well. And as I always say, I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed, and I thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.